Welcome, fight fans and boxing world, to this edition of The Fight Room. I am your host, Nice, and welcome back. If you're not a subscriber to my channel, make sure you do for the latest boxing news, feedback, and entertainment. Make sure you hit that bell icon for the latest. If you like the video, hit that like button. Much appreciate you guys for tuning in to this edition, bringing you a true welterweight contender, Jaron Ennis, a 22-year-old Philadelphia native, a fearless welterweight contender, has the potential to make his claim in the 2020 era. With his razor-sharp technical skills, a fast-handed combination puncher, and his impressive knockout power, is sure to be considered a potential future star in the welterweight division. Now, Jaron Ennis is a professional boxer. As an amateur, he won a silver and gold medal at the U.S. National Golden Gloves Championship in 2014 and 2015 respectively. Now, we know that he has fought Antoine Gary Russell at the 141 pound at the Olympic trials. And, everyone knows of the Gary Russell family, of course. And supposedly, Jaron Ennis had the best of it, but they gave it to Gary Russell. So, he said that it didn't bother him as much. It was disappointing, yes, but he bounced back from that and didn't give up hope in boxing. And sure enough, he has become a great contender for the welterweight division. Now, he's a great and, gonna be a great fighter. He has great technique. He has great speed, pure power. He has class, and he definitely reminds me of a young Roy Jones. I'm not saying he's following his footsteps, of course not. I can see and tell that Jaron Ennis is his own man, and he has quite of great all-around boxing technique. So, his dad the trainer is Jaron Boots Ennis, and he was an ex-boxer as well. And not only that, Jaron Ennis has two brothers that used to fight, Jaron Boots Ennis, and I forgot the other one's name. But, come from a fighting family. And his dad, Bozy, said that Jaron, out of the three, is the special one out of the family. And he's putting his money up, as you can say, on Jaron Boots Ennis. And not for nothing, he is a spectacular fighter to watch. I watched two of his fights. He is spectacular all the way around. He is definitely a threat for anyone in the welterweight division, even right now as we speak. So now, let me say some things. His ex-manager, now promoter, Cameron Dunkin, who discovered supposedly Kelly Pavlik, Terrence Crawford, and even Nonito Donaire, Johnny Tapia, and such like, even Bradley, said one time when he managed Terrence Crawford, that he would be the best fighter in the sport. Of course, talking about Crawford at the time. Same guy, Cameron Dunkin, says to Steve Kim from ESPN, one of the great ESPN journalists, like about a year or so later, when he was having that conversation with Steve Kim, told Steve Kim that Jaron Boots Ennis might be the best fighter he has ever had. Steve Kim asked him, and this is true, he asked him, better than Bud, better than Terrence? And Cameron Dunkin replies, yes. Steve Kim asked Dunkin, why? Why? And he responded saying, Boots is a naturally bigger, longer, and has got better, purer power than Terrence Crawford. So, Kim also said, while talking to a few Philly boxing gyms in the past few years, that he has heard that Jaron Boots Ennis by far is the best out in Philly since Bernard Hopkins. So it's quite a statement to make for such a fighter. And let me say one thing too, that Jaron Boots Ennis is a very, very hard worker. I know that to be a fact. You know, he runs at night, and I'm actually a Twitter. I follow him on Twitter, and he's always putting, you know, he got the miles in, and that's on a constant basis. And I'm gonna tell you this: the young man works very, very hard to, you know, for the sport and to become a great champion. And I believe, man, that he is well on his way to become just that. So, moving on to what I was saying, Cameron Dunkin, you know, said that he is the best guy that he ever had. And Kim stated that, you know, he is an honest guy when it comes to how and where fighters might go and end up. So, you know, he took his word concerning Jaron Boots Ennis from Philly. And also, there was a rival promoter, you know, not sure who, in one of Jaron Ennis's last bouts, and they said that Jaron Ennis is the best welterweight out right now. So that's quite a statement to make, you know, because we got, of course, in the welterweight division, we know we got Porter, Danny Garcia, Keith Thurman, and of course, Errol the Truth Spence, and we got Crawford. So that's quite a statement to make for Jaron Boots Ennis, man. He has a lot of work ethic, a lot of skills, a lot of determination, and I believe, man, that he's going to be one of those next guys to be talked about for quite a long time. Now, Steven Espinoza from Showtime Boxing said that Jaron Ennis is the best prospect in boxing, period. You know, personally, in, you know, his choice, he's definitely the prospect, the man. You know, at the time, probably like a year ago, he was saying that. So not only that, he was saying that, you know, the best place, well, not a good place for Jaron Ennis to be at would be with ESPN. Why he said that? Because he said that Bob Arum has, you know, problems making fights for Terence Crawford or DAZN. So for welterweight, for Jaron to be a welterweight and make a name for himself, Steven Espinoza said the best chance at a title shot would be with Showtime or PBC. Says Ennis is the best place to build fan base is on Showtime. You know, so, you know, he has been impressive with competition that either are not in Ennis's caliber or has really not been proven to be an elite fighter because of the talent that, you know, the talented guys, the not so-called talented guys he's been facing. So, you know, but, you know, Jaron got, you know, really good skills, physical attributes. He is a great finisher and exciting to watch. End quote from Steven Espinoza. So Jaron Ennis is 25 wins, no losses with 23 by knockout, 4 stars on BoxRec, and, you know, 92% knockout ratio. That's very, very great. You know, he's a active fighter, of course. He's orthodox. He's a switch hitter. He can do southpaw. You know, he's 5'10", and his reach is 74. So, Philadelphia, of course, all day. Now, there's a lot of fighters, of course, in the welterweight division, and also coming up. We have Virgil Ortiz Jr. that has been, you know, they're speaking about him as well as a good up-and-coming welterweight fighter as well. 15, you know, wins and no losses with 15 by knockout. So another fighter that y'all should watch out for. And man, the welterweight, you know, it is getting stacked heavy. It is really getting stacked heavy, and it's getting stacked quite fast. Now, let me just name a few of the fighters in the welterweight division, starting with Errol Spence Jr. right now. And then we have, of course, Sean Porter. We have Keith Thurman that has been laying back, and I'm not quite sure he is going to return, though he had stated that he wants the Terence Crawford fight. Let's see what happens with that one. But, you know, we also have Crawford that nobody seems to give respect to, and I get it. You know, Bob Arum is not making these fights happen. Why don't they give Jaron Ennis a phone call? Maybe they can make that happen. Too early? Maybe, maybe not. Doubt that. Jaron Ennis is ready for anybody in the welterweight division right now. I believe that. You know, the guy got skills, man. So I hope you guys stay in tune and watch out for Jaron Boots Ennis out of Philadelphia. So shout out to Jaron Ennis, man. He's doing his thing. He's staying focused. He's, running every day if he can, maintaining in the gym. And shout out to Jaron Ennis, man. I think he's going to be a future champion for sure. Y'all already know it is your boy Nice. Like, comment, subscribe, but most of all, don't forget, share the fight room.